I'm sorry, what did Benito Mussolini do before becoming a fascist dictator? When Benito Mussolini wasn't murdering and torturing his own citizens, or lying about how that was okay because he totally made the trains run on time, he was writing terrible historical romance novels. 50 Shades of Red, anyone? Okay, to be fair, he wrote his only novel, The Cardinal's Mistress, before he became a world-renowned brutal fascist, but it wasn't widely published until about 6 years into his reign, presumably as another form of torture. Mussolini's novel attempts to retell the real-life torrid love affair of the 17th century Catholic cardinal Carlo Emanuele Madruzzo and his mistress Claudia Partecella. Madruzzo's had the holy hots for Patricella, but he couldn't marry her unless he resigned as cardinal, which the Pope wouldn't allow. Things got worse when Madruzzo spent the town's treasury trying to make Patricella like him, and then he killed his niece. Then he buried the body accidentally. It's a pretty confusing story. Eventually, as a result of Particella's unwillingness to trade sexual favors for help from the unscrupulous Don Benigno, another priest, the romance abruptly ended when Particella was murdered via poisoned wine. So it goes. The story itself is pretty boring, but it's really Mussolini's epic prose that elevates it to monstrous levels. As he writes, Don Benigno wept like a boy, and like a boy he knelt at Claudia's feet, with broken phrases interrupted by terrible groans which burst from his breast, with words which were in turn puerile, disordered, suave, and terrible. With the desperate gestures of one who has been crushed, he begged love, pardon, pity. Do not cast me into the abyss. Do not make me drain the bitter cup of vengeance. Cast a ray of your light into my darkened soul. Unsurprisingly, this book wasn't particularly well received in the Americas. The famed critic Dorothy Parker hilariously wrote in her review for The New Yorker, "When I am given a costume romance beginning from the tiny churches hidden within the newly budding verdure of the valleys, the even song of the Ave Maria floated gently forth and died upon the lake. My only wish is that I, too, might float gently forth and die, and I'm not particular whether it's upon the lake or dry land." You can still purchase this book today for $17 on Amazon. I checked, $60 if you want it leatherbound. If you need a hot conversation starter at your next social gathering, or if you feel the urge to read something that'll make you want to die. I have no idea who the proceeds go to. Purchase at your own risk.